So what's going on, everyone? Now today I'm excited, and if you don't know why I'm excited, you know one of my favorite artists has dropped a new mixtape. The artist's name is 50 Cent, and this new mixtape is called The Lost Tapes. Now, if you haven't seen my Big 10 review, and you don't know that I've been a fan of 50 for, years now, since Get Rich or Die Trying, since the massacre. I was a fan of Eminem, and then that carried over to being a fan of 50 once he got signed, and I liked his music. So with that being said, 50 has dropped a lot of mixtapes, a lot of albums, and this new mixtape that he has dropped is no disappointment to me personally. So I'm gonna hop right in and give you my thoughts on it, if I was feeling it, if I wasn't feeling it, maybe some things I didn't like or did like. So let's get started. So this mixtape has 15 tracks on it. It has the features from Kid, Snoop Dogg, Precious Paris, Jeremiah's on here, Robbie Nova, and a couple other artists are on this mixtape. Also, if you know 50, you get those normal producers like Ill Minds, Mike Will, Music 45, you have Avab Music, you have Slim Jam, you got a couple others also. So you got a bunch of variety of tracks on this mixtape. Now one thing that I seen so much where people kept complaining or, either liking it or not liking it was Kid. Now, I had no problem with Kid on the Big 10, which I gotta say on the Lost Tapes, I like Kid even more, He came in with the verses, he killed it. I can't say Kid had a whack verse or anything. Along with Precious Paris, which she came in with that song on Remain Calm, I felt like she took over the track. Snoop Dogg and 50 was straight, but the way Paris came on it, she killed the song. Now one thing that you'll notice if you're a heavy 50 fan or so, that you may have heard a couple tracks on here, like Murder One, All His Love, Complicated. Those songs were already released, I gotta say like a year ago or so, but that didn't really hurt it. It's a mixtape, so you're gonna get those tracks that have been already out or whatever. It's not a big problem to me. Some of those tracks have been edited, whether the lyrics were changed or the hook was changed slightly, so I had no problem with it. It's not like those tracks weren't hot when they first came out, and it being on the mixtape, I'm cool with it. I had no problem with them. I'm cool with it, and I had no problem with it, so it's all good. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you my top 4 songs off this mixtape. I had so many songs I wanted to put on this, but I'm gonna give you a slimmed down version of just 4 songs that I was feeling off of this mixtape, alright? So my top 4 would have to be You're a Killer Cool, OJ featuring Kid, Can't Help Myself, and Lay Down Smokes featuring Ned. Now compared to the Big 10 and compared to this one, I'm feeling this one a lot more. I got a lot more tracks that I didn't get off the Big 10, like tracks like, Planet 50, Swag Level, you got You're a Killer Cool, Can't Help Myself. All these tracks, I felt were missing from the Big 10. Don't get me wrong, the Big 10 was hot and all, but I felt like this mixtape, kind of one-upped it, which is the way it should be. Your next mixtape shouldn't be as bad as the last mixtape, which I gotta say, this wasn't. The Big 10 was hot, and this Lost Tape was even hotter. So I gotta give props to 50 and DJ Drama and everyone that featured on it, Kid, Snoop Dogg. It was a hot mixtape, and I gotta give this mixtape a 9 out of 10. So I was feeling this mixtape. Tell me what you think. Were you feeling this mixtape? Do you like it more than the Big 10, or do you like the Big 10 better than this? Share your thoughts. What songs are you feeling on it? What are your thoughts on it? What did you rate this mixtape? And if you also have and you're watching this video, hit that subscribe button. It helps me get the videos to you faster. And I can't wait for 50's new album that's coming out July 3rd, which I'm gonna have a review on. I can't wait for that. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see that review when it drops in July. And also, if you subscribed and you haven't already, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. If you hit me up on Twitter, I always answer back, so that's no problem. Hit me up on Facebook, you get all my latest videos. Whenever I drop them, they go straight to Facebook. Whether or not YouTube has a problem with it getting sent to your subscription boxes or not. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.